real quick, and I'm gonna get off. I'm not even gonna stay that long. I talked about this a long time ago. Not that long ago. But I was talking about the whole Brene thing. And I tried not to use any names. Well, back then I didn't use any names because I didn't want people to like realize that I was talking about them because they had a case going, or it was before the case even started or whatever. Anyway, so this time I kind of want to say like why I said earlier about, okay, because I said that I'm happy that they're happy because love prevails in the end, right? But I realized like people might not understand what I mean when I say that. Well, okay, I'm the one who said that it's kind of messed up because, you know, they already had kids and a previous marriage and everything like that. And everybody, you know, who got caught up in the mix, they're getting hurt. I still feel the same way. I still feel like everyone who got caught up in the mix is getting hurt. I just feel that you only have one life. You gotta go for it. As messed up as it sounds. Yes, I do. Half of me does feel like the thing is, it's not in my position to say what they should do, right? But from the outside looking in, if someone has kids and they're married, that's off, that's out of bounds, that's off limits. But that's just me. In another case, in another viewpoint, I can also see if that's the love of my life and he's married and he has kids, that's my life. That's the love of my life. But I'm not saying do what I'm doing. I'm just saying it depends on how strong the love is. So we can't see how strong love is. And love is the most important feeling in the world. Like, you don't want to feel regret. You know what I mean? Like, from not feeling full, how you could feel. This is your life. You know what I mean? As messed up as it does sound. Anyway, that's what I really wanted to say. Now, I also want to comment on everyone who's on both sides. Okay, so the people who can't stand her and they're at the courthouse and they're like, oh, you're a liar, you're this, you're that, they're bullying. That's crazy to me. I feel like bullies, it's weird. When people, okay, so I'm going to tell a story. A while ago, this young lady had told everybody that I took her dude, that I'm sleeping with her man and all this stuff so that people could bully me. Like, she was trying to get people to come bully me. But the thing is, it wasn't true, right? Anyway, I say this to say that from the outside looking in, you can't really come bully someone about their decision. And secondly, if you don't understand the meat and potatoes of a dish, you're not eating it. So you can't come out of nowhere and want to fight somebody for somebody. Like, you don't know what happened in the house. You know what I mean? Also, well, I wanted to also mention that when some people did try to bully me. They're like, oh, you're disgusting, sleeping with your friends, dude, whoop-de-whoop, which is not true. She was never my friend, and I never slept with her dude. Like, I made sure, anyway, that's the past. But I'm saying here today that when people try to bully me, I ignored them, and in turn, they ignored me. So if you feel so strongly about Brene cheating or whatever, ignore her. Ignore her. You don't have to bully her. You don't have to follow her around a courthouse where she's pleading her case for her love for this man to tell her that, oh, she's wrong. You know, whoop de whoop. Obviously, she can tell. Like, well, I don't know about the wife situation that I heard. I felt like also from the outside looking in, I can't really say everything. Oh, thank y'all. Oh, hey, I'm sorry. I've been trying to I want to get my point across because once my mind goes crazy, I might lose my point. Or once I get distracted, I might lose my point. So I have to focus. But I think I said everything that I wanted to say. The bullying is not cool. And everyone who's not at the courthouse are now bullying the people who's in the courthouse bullying her. And it's like, bullying, Bullying is crazy for someone choosing the love of their life. Like, what is going on? Thank you for the follow. Anyway, that's what I really wanted to say. If you see someone doing crazy stuff in their relationship, or not crazy stuff in their relationship, but like they they're doing something that doesn't make sense to you and you're from the outside, I think you should leave it alone. Also, unless you see someone cheating, I think then, you have the responsibility of letting your friend, your relationship to that person know that they're cheating. I could tell you another story time. So a while ago, I met, well, okay, I was in this organization. I'm not gonna say too much. I was in this organization, and I was young. I was younger than whoever was older than me. The person that was older than me was the person in charge of this organization. And he was a leader. He was a leader, right? And he had a girlfriend who was kind of supposed to be a leader also, but she wasn't. She was doing her own thing. And being that I was so like intrigued into this organization, right? I was like all into it, like participating and everything like that. Anyway, I say this to say, well, no, I'm not there yet. I was part of the organization, and I played a big part, under the person, because she wasn't there. So I kind of, played under there. So I'm trying to find out where she at, like what is she doing. So I ended up being cool with her, trying to find out what's going on with her. And she is with him, right? But she's been cheating on him for the past, I don't know how long. And it's been almost the same length of their relationship. Reason why is because she wanted what he wasn't giving. You know what I mean? Because, anyway, so when I realized this, and then I'm like, bro, if you don't want to be in this relationship, you don't have to be in this relationship. You don't have to lie and say it's because of him. And no, it's because of you. Anyway, that's when I kind of wanted her to tell him. And if she didn't tell him, then I was going to tell him, because it's like, you're dragging this man down. And I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. But he was keeping a brave face, trying to be part of, trying to do his role, trying to be part of leading other people. Anyway, no, I'm not gonna say what it is. It's low-key something like that, but it's not. I'm not saying everything because it's not all the way my business. I'm just saying that I told her to tell him, and she didn't want to tell him. So I don't remember if I'm the one who told him. I think I told him, and she got really mad that she got all up in my face. And either way, we started fighting, and I whooped her ass. And the people who was on top of our group was like, they found us fighting and they separated us. But I mean, I already got my ones in. She was one who was upset. Obviously, she got whooped. And so she's like, oh, I'm gonna beat you up. I'm gonna, like, she's hollering and screaming and cursing at this organization. And you can't use foul language. You got to just calm down. You got to keep it cool. Keep it cool, calm, and collected. Anyway, she ended up getting fired. She ended up not coming back anymore. I say this to say it's important to be 100 in your body, in your spirit, in your mind, so that you can perform how you're supposed to. If you don't want to perform, bounce, like leave. You don't have to fake a funk. It's so weird to me. You can't fake a funk. That's why it's important for you to get the love of your life. You can't fake a funk. That's weird. So what are you doing? No. Get them. Sorry. I'm not saying get them, but do what you have to do. It's your life. Bye.